Well, everybody. Looks like we have a extra little surprise here. These new Platinum bundle. So this is going to be my review on these. All of the balls, in my opinion, look useful in their own way. So let's go through all the different statistics. Then we're going to bring them into our grid lines, compare a few stats, and talk about some other little bits and bobs. Okay, so let's talk about this one, the Defender Platinum Ball. So this is going to be a power 10. This has a 3% needle. Side spin 5, which is 2.5 bars of spin. Wind resistance 0. And we have a precision 6 and a top spin boost 4. So this ball not only looks very cool, I mean, I love the design, what they've done with these, I will just say that. This is wicked. This is a very, very good. It's a precision 6 is a nice amount of precision, and not to consider, it has extra top spin on it too. I'll compare that to one that was released recently, but that has much lower precision, if I can remember correctly. So far, that one is pretty useful in my opinion. Okay, let's go to the Geo Platinum Ball. This one is probably the lesser of the useful of the three. This is a P8 with a 3% needle, side spin 10, a little overkill there, probably not needed. Wind resistance 8 and top spin boost 6. So this is a little bit bizarre in a way. Kind of useful, kind of not useful. I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to be digging around and trying to find, but I think there could be a couple of occasions where we perhaps play a top spin boost shot and we can drop down into the lower numbers and swap to this ball after or something. So I don't deem it to be completely useless. And let's talk about the EXO Platinum Ball. This one looks great again. It's got almost like a bauble vibe, this one, to be honest. But I do like the design of all three. I will say that the Defender looks the best. But this one is a P10, and it's always ironic that this is a 2% needle, where you would probably want to blast this and be more aggressive, and they always drop the little 2% in there. We'd like a 3, but 2% still good. Side spin 4, which is 2 bars of spin. Wind resistance 10, and also precision 5, which is a decent amount of precision, 50% there in terms of help. So without further ado, let's bring these balls into our grid lines and test them out for sizing. Let's get all three of these balls into our grid lines. It'll be pretty quick here. And let's try this one. So this is going to be the Defender Ball. Let's try this first. We'll take an assumption they're all the same. Okay. So problem number 1. Defender Ball is small, very small. Quickly moving on, I'm going to try and get these all done in one hit. Let's have a look at you. So Defender is small. Let's have a look at this one. This one is perfect. Ball number 3. Oh, this is so fast, isn't it? Right, number 3. Please be good. This is going to be really useful. 1 click small. This is actually like the Hippo Ball. So, okay. We go back and have a further chat and talk about a few more things. Okay, now closer inspection. I'm going to turn my grid lines off now. The Defender Ball, the Blast Ball, is actually small. We're talking not a little bit small, we're talking a good few clicks small. Whether that's going to be a massive problem or not, I'm not sure. I think we could figure that one out, but that is a really small one, unusually small. The Geo PT Ball, Platinum Ball, that is perfect, which is funny again because we're barely going to use that one. And then we have the EXO Platinum Ball, and this one I wanted to be perfect, but it turns out this one is exactly like the Hippo Ball, which I don't mind, which is 1 click small. So that's about the sizing. Let me just talk about a few different stats as well. So let's go through these balls first. So let's talk about the Defender Ball, which is the P10, top spin boost, and also with precision. The closest thing here with this one, just going to untag some of these. If we go power top spin, we're going to use something like this. This came out. This has top spin boost 6, which is slightly more but has less precision. This is not perfectly round either, but that was a pretty close one that came out, and it's quite useful. This is very similar too. This is top spin boost 4, except it has no precision. So to be honest, I do think it's valuable. There's a few balls like it. We've had some blast balls in the past that have got top spin boost 8, top spin boost 6, this kind of thing. Except the difference between those two is the fact that this particular one here is going to have precision 6, so we can blast this into a short iron range Endbringer. We're just going to give ourselves a very good chance of hitting the perfect. It's just a shame it's very small, but we can get over that one. The GOPT ball is the top spin boost ball here. I mean, when we go power top spin, it's kind of overkill, this kind of thing. These are all P10 versions, so ignore. But to be honest, like I said, this is, to me, a much of a muchness. I don't see this one being overly valuable. You know, we're top spin central, aren't we, at the moment? So I'm not going to discuss that one too much. I feel like I'm wasting my breath for that one, in all honesty. It's okay, but I don't believe it's going to be massively useful. And the third ball, which is the EXO one, this is the one that gets my interest the most. This one and the Defender ball. This one is going to be really good because the released one recently, and I've been eating away at these quite a lot, which would be the P10 Side Spin 5 Win 10 Precision 5. So this one actually has slightly less side spin. Other than that, it's the same. So, and I really like this ball, and I'm using this one frequently at the moment. So I'm getting through these often. This is an actual 3% needle. This is slightly better, but obviously I've got a stack of those. But you know, shot creating and just playing in general, a rule of thumb, we're trying to get the ball down there really as far as we possibly can, and then make it up from that point. So I do believe that one is a very, very useful one. So this one interests me a lot. This one also interests me a lot. And this one is just like, you know, this is like the ugly cousin of the three, to be honest. But I think from a value perspective, this here, the big pack, is really, really good value. We're not getting Kingmakers here. We normally, when we get a pack 5, we get lumbered with the Kingmakers, which is annoying. But on this one, we're getting all the gear we need. So, time to make a decision. I do think they're all useful. I think it's a good time to stock up if you're running a little bit low. But ultimately, your choice. Good luck. See you out there. Thank you.